Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video in which I will be reviewing this. This here is the Brown Buffalo Conceal Pack, 19 liters. The Brown Buffalo is a bag maker based out of Costa Mesa, California. And the Conceal Pack, you can say, is their flagship bag. And I have a lot of opinions on this infamous bag, both good and not so good, so let's talk about it. So the first thing I think you should know about this bag is that it's beefy. There's a lot of meat to it. There's a lot of substance to it. It just feels very robust. You can kind of feel it when you're touching the bag. You can kind of sense it when you're carrying it on a daily basis. Now whether this bag's beefiness is a good or a bad thing is entirely up to you. Could be a good thing because you feel like this bag will last you a very long time. And on the flip side of that, it could be a negative thing because some people might find the bag's robustness to be a bit of a hindrance. Just because of its weight and its lack of pliability. In one sense, it is a lot more stiffer than some people might like. So take a look at this bag and how it looks from the front. As you can see, it sort of has a tombstone shape to it. So it has a flat front panel. There's no protruding pockets or anything. So it has a nice clean look. Very appropriate for the office, in my opinion. This bag is more meant to be an everyday work carry, more of a city trekking kind of bag. Now the material on this bag that they use all throughout here is 1050 denier ballistic nylon, which is to say that it's very high quality, very durable, and honestly you can be really rough with this bag and you're not worried about it tearing or abrading. It'll last you a very long time. It'll take a hell of a lot for this to tear. Now again, on the flip side of having such a high tenacity material is the fact that it won't be as pliable as some people might like. It'll still feel a bit rigid. However, I do like the fact that this bag still retains its shape, whether it's full or it's not. Right now, it's completely empty, and as you can see, it still retains its shape. It doesn't sag like some other bags could. And also, I love the fact that this bag stands on its own. See that? So that's an amazing feature for this bag. I really love it. It has a flat bottom. Now, if you take a look here on the bottom right, there is a square label here where the branding is. It says the Brown Buffalo on it. I like it because it's inconspicuous, it's not too loud, it's not in your face. It's simple, so it retains that the clean and classy aesthetic look to it. Now the zippers are all YKK AquaGuard zippers. Two different sizes. The two zippers that open the main compartment, these are YKK number 10. And now the ones in the front, that opens a vertical front pocket, these are slightly smaller, these are YKK number 5. And the two zippers on the back that opens a rear conceal compartment are YKK number 5 as well. I think they really nailed the zipper sizes and the zipper choices for this bag. There's something about the proper zippers and the high quality zippers and the smoothness of zippers that really elevates a bag for me. And the Brown Buffalo really nailed it on that end. Now this top grab handle here, I'm actually really impressed with it. Take a look at this thing. It's one of the more comfortable and one of the more impressive grab handles that I've ever seen in a backpack. You can see the ends sort of covers a large surface area and it's beautifully reinforced and beautifully stitched there. And the actual handle itself, it's doubled over on each end, so it results in a double padding, so a bit more comfortable carry, and the edge to it, the rough edge to it is gone, so it doesn't dig into your fingers. Honestly, this is one of the best grab handles that I've ever seen in a backpack. And taking a look here on the side of the bag, there's a webbing latch point on each side of the bag. One of them which includes a removable ring lanyard, so you can attach things on the side of the bag if you choose to do so. In terms of the back panel, there's really nothing to write home about with this back panel. There's no real airflow design to it. There's no mesh to it. But there is a luggage pass-through, which is handy when you're traveling. Now, in terms of the shoulder straps themselves, I really had a hard time trying to decide how I feel about them. To be honest, they don't wow me, but they don't really disappoint me either. They're just comfortable and it works, and I don't really notice them, so I guess that's a good thing. There's one D-ring attachment point on each one, and it does come with a removable sternum strap here. And if you take a look here, each strap here is connected by a buckle system, so you can quickly have a quick release situation if need be. I never really had to use this, but it's good to know that it's there. And the actual straps themselves here, there is a little strap keeper to kind of avoid danglage. I did find these straps to be a bit cumbersome. I guess I could say that it's not as fluid as I'd like it to be for like quick adjustments for the shoulder straps. Now the front compartment here is access to a vertical zipper, but keep in mind that it sits on the right side of the backpack. Now that's always been a point of contention for people, as in which side of the backpack is a proper side to have your vertical access to. Me, I'm right-handed, and I would prefer, my natural inclination is to swing my bag over my left shoulder and unzip it using my right dominant hand. But I know that a lot of right-handers prefer the opposite. A lot of right-handers prefer to swing it over the right shoulder and then open the bag and rummage it using their right hand to get right in there. It's just a matter of preference, to be honest, but it's definitely not a deal breaker. You get kind of used to using the other side. Now, if you have an opinion on which side you prefer, just leave it in the comment section below. I know it's kind of always a debate between bag people. One thing I did find weird though, is that even though the access to the front compartment is from the left side, the access to the right compartment is on the opposite side. So I find that a bit peculiar, because I would have preferred it if they kept both access on the same side of the bag. That way, if I were to get stuff from the front compartment, for example, I can just go do that and at the same time keep it on the same shoulder and access the rear panel. But it seems like they try to please both preferences, so they put one on each side. Now I gotta remember which side is a front pocket and which side is a rear pocket. Personally, I would prefer it if they just kept them both and stuck with it on the same side. So back to the front compartment here. So basically what this is just a large flat front pocket that spans the entirety of the front of the bag. Even goes all the way up to here. Now there is a little key loop here, but other than that, there's absolutely no organizational pockets whatsoever on the inside. Basically what they did was they lined the back panel here with all of Velcro. So you're basically forced to buy one of their accessories if you wanted some sort of organization in here. And that sucks, because it'll run you an extra $40 or $50 on top of the price of this bag already. I personally wish that they would include one of those pouches, or already had sewn some sort of zipper or some sort of divider pocket on the inside. If you're one to just not care about that and just like to throw everything in one big pocket, you won't have a problem. But do keep in mind though that because there is no organization in here, anything you put in here will sink to the bottom of the bag. Now flipping over to the other side of the bag, on the back side, looking at this rear compartment, it's basically very similar to the front compartment in the sense that it spans the entire back of the bag, and it also is completely Velcroed back here, so you can put whatever Velcro pouches you'd like for organization. Now let's take a look at the main compartment here. Again, it opens with two YKK number 10 zippers, which opens smoothly and nicely to reveal the main compartment, and it opens clamshell style. Do keep in mind though that this is not a completely full clamshell. The zippers don't go around the corner, they kind of just stop at the bottom here. So the flaps won't be able to open completely flat, but nevertheless, you still get a lot of great access to the main compartment. It's really good and freeing to have all this space to work with, to get right into the main compartment, to get in and out, whatever you need. And the back panel here is all a wall of Velcro. The other side of the flap here, there is a top pocket here. It's see-through. It's handy to put little knickknacks, what you want in here. Two tags on here. One says Practice Empathy, which is their motto, which I quite like. The other one is a small little Made in USA flag over there. And as well here, there are two, this is one of my favorite things about this bag, is two large dump pockets. Very, very handy. Because this bag doesn't have any water bottle pockets, this is a great, perfect place to put it. As you can see, it does have a little bit of depth to the inside the wall to it. So this bag is labeled as a 19 liter, but you can actually fit a lot more than you think it can. Now, in my experience using this bag on a day-to-day basis, I find that this bag stays quite consistent whether it's full or whether it's empty. Now, what I mean by that is that no matter how many things you have in here, A, it tends to retain its shape, and B, it's a comfortable carry, empty or full. Now keep in mind as well that this bag has more of a vertical feel to it as well, and that means that because this bag is more narrow than it is wide, the more things you put into the main compartment, things tend to stack up along the bag, which kind of results in a more flush feel against your back when you're carrying it. It kind of feels like it's kind of like clinging onto your back. So it doesn't really feel like it's dragging you down from the bottom end. It kind of feels like it's climbing up your back and sort of staying flush against your back, which kind of results in a comfortable carry as well. Another thing I wish this bag had is I wish it had a quick access pocket. As far as I can tell, the quickest access is this one right here, this front pocket. But then again, there's no organization in here, and it's also too large for that. So I think this bag is just lacking in just a quick access pocket for like if I need my keys or my money or my wallet that I can just really grab really quick. So if you're to ask me whether I recommend the Brown Buffalo Conceal backpack, my answer would be yes, but with a caveat. If you like backpacks with internal organization, just be prepared to spend a little bit more than you're actually spending when buying this backpack. This version does not have a dedicated laptop sleeve inside the main compartment, and it doesn't have any dividers or pockets at all in this large front compartment either. I personally like bags that are functional and ready to go right out of the box. This one still feels slightly incomplete without those small little organizational pockets. Having said that though, this bag really shines in its quality. It shines in its quality of materials, it shines in its quality of craftsmanship, and it shines in its quality of carry. You just feel good wearing it. And to me, that's worth it. Thanks a lot for watching this review, guys. If you guys have any questions at all, or if you have any thoughts on this backpack, please leave them in the comment section below. If you found this review to be helpful at all, please like it and consider subscribing. My next review will probably be on a pair of Allbirds shoes or a Tom Bin pouch, or I'm thinking maybe a Patagonia backpack. I'm not really sure. Either way, please subscribe. And until then, I'll see you around and stay safe.